summer possibly getting a pet tarantula.
Yeah.
You want to hold on?
But I shut that idea down really quickly.
I'm just saying that women have it easier, okay? Like white men's life's hard.
No one believes.
It's scary to be a man nowadays.
Yeah.
No one believes
Yeah.
you right
Anyway,
now.
hi guys.
Stick to the side of your leg.
Hi,
Welcome back to
everyone.
Player Guides.
Welcome to Player Guides.
I am your host, Nate. We have Hannah and Cameron here. So guess what?
Am I not a host? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, you're not.
No, stop the episode. Stop the episode.
Keep going. Keep going. I like this. This is great. This is good stuff. This is entertainment.
Don't you know how much I do for this
This
channel,
is
Cameron?
lovely.
Come on.
Hey, look, there's our friend.
I am
Ty.
obviously the
How?
protagonist of this team.
How?
Anyway, sorry guys. Yeah, welcome back. So guess what? Our audio got wonky on this entire episode, so
Yep.
we are now redubbing it. Sorry,
Yep.
our bad. You know the drill. We're going to talk about it again.
But, if you like this style, so episode 43 and 44, 43 was partially redubbed. 44 has all post-commentary audio. If
Yeah.
you like this style versus our live
Let us
walkthrough,
know.
let us know.
Maybe
I'm sure
we just
Hannah's
keep doing
anxiety and stress will probably love this instead.
It really will. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This is a lot less pressure.
I don't know.
Here
it's
we
just
go.
it's an involuntary experiment.
Okay, do you see
Yes,
on the left,
resting
Hannah,
my Pokemon.
the Pokemon over there on the left side of the screen,
I just missed
talking
it.
to that fine young lady in blue?
They
let
probably-
It'll
me-
zoom back out.
Yes, the star, the Starmie.
This
Yeah,
is the,
yeah, okay, I
This
was
is the
gonna- I was
Pokemon
gonna grill you
universe.
on it, but
They're
you got
probably
it.
10, Cameron. They're probably
Well,
10.
I remember
That's
in this when we got to this point, I think you both were saying Starmie multiple times.
Starmie,
It's Starmie. Oh my God, it's a Starmie.
Yeah.
Look
Okay,
at the Starmie.
going back
Look,
to the
everyone.
going back to the Bumblebee movie real quick.
Of course we are.
Don't go see that movie with a Transformers fan because the first 10 minutes will be nothing but them calling out the names of every character they recognize.
Which is exactly what you did, I'm
Cameron
assuming.
did
Yeah.
Like, I
last
didn't see it
night.
with you guys,
Oh,
but
that's
holy
Soundwave.
crap, I
Oh,
can
that's
imagine.
Shockwave.
That's RC.
Oh, that's RC.
That's
Oh, that's
Twinblade.
Hound.
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
It was
That's
great.
fine.
I could, yeah. I
That would
could
be
see
like
that.
me when I saw Mary Poppins Returns. That's Lin-Manuel.
That's Mary
is,
Poppins.
This is Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
This is Angela Lansbury.
Yeah.
Which
That's his
Mary
infamous bad
Poppins
Cockney
was-
accent.
Also a great movie. Yep. Okay. Can I talk about that for a second?
Hold on. Before you go and shit on my boy Lin, let me just say that he is a theatrical actor. That is the majority of what he knows to do. So in listening to his Cockney, while it was not 100% authentic, I think it would have been
accent I do
Cameron,
when I want to
listen,
make
no,
fun of Cockney
because Cameron
accents.
cannot do a Cockney accent.
Hey, governor.
It would have
Grave diggers
been
biscuits.
no. It would have been more
Chip, chip, Cheerio.
translatable watching something like that on stage. But I think for the film, I think
You
he
what,
carried
mate?
it well, and I liked it. I thought it was supposed to be campy, and he did a good job.
Yeah, so that was my...
Oi, I'll
that's-
brain your mother.
Cameron,
Having not seen it,
Oh
that's
my
my
gosh.
defense, is that Dick Van Dyke's Cockney accent in the original Mary Poppins
It's not
is
good either.
infamously bad.
Yeah.
So I was watching
but
a
it's still
Van
a
Dyke,
lovely
he
character.
gets to
I was
go.
watching a series of
amazing.
interviews where they talk to a bunch of like high
Had a
quality
little-
A-list
Oh, this is-
like British actors, and they talk about what accent is some of the hardest for them to do, and they said American accents because there's so many of them, but they all like don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Southern, New England,
Yeah.
like Midwestern, all that other stuff.
Midwestern.
Yeah, but
West
the
Coast.
ending question for every single one of the interviews was, which is the most offensive British accent you've ever heard?
And it's the
and
Cockney.
to a
And it's
man,
Cockney.
nearly to a man, it was Dick Van Dyke's.
Yeah.
And you run into a Corsola. Corsola can SOS call, like when a Pokemon calls for help, it can call a Marini. That's the only way you can find it. So you have to go find Corsolas. You have to hurt them so they call for help, and then you have to hope a Marini shows up. But it's awesome, and I love it. I just wanted to make that note while we were
So
chatting.
that's cool. Are you
Cool speech, Cameron.
Are you trying to, because I've seen a lot of your Pokemon that you're trying to catch with you playing Ultra Sun, are you trying to do like a team of insect water type Pokemon only? Because it seems like anytime you've been or is that just the area where
We
you're
all
at
know
right
That's
Cameron
just the
loves
area
bugs.
I'm at right now.
Cameron's a huge bug fan, by the way. Absolutely loves them. Studies them, collects them, pins them up on boards. The works.
Yeah.
I was actually considering at one point over the summer possibly getting a pet tarantula.
Yeah.
You want to hold on?
But
hold
I
on.
shut that idea down really quickly.
You want a
'cause
pet
you can't
tarantula,
cuddle
but you
them.
can't. Okay, so side note here.
Yeah.
Recently I bought a Metroid
Do I want
toy.
one? No, I don't want
The
one.
Jack's Pacific big 6-inch Metroid toy.
I
'Cause
love this
Metroid.
thing.
It's terrifying.
It's like my little lap
It's
dog.
again, it's
I hate
not
it.
a real creature. It's a
Doesn't
toy.
matter.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Hannah is
Cannot be in the same room with
physically
it. Cannot look at it.
Yeah, like if I have it laying around somewhere, she will
Oh,
avoid
Gladian's
that.
room.
Oh,
Get out.
As a joke, I put it in the hot seat before we started recording. I think at this episode, or at least this
Yeah, it
series of
was.
Yeah,
episodes,
Hannah refused
and she
to
refused to sit down. She refused
Yeah.
to pick it up. I was actually like impressed with the amount of fuck no that she had going on.
So how do you guys feel about Gladian? Like he's mopey, but he's also I
needs
think
some-
he's homeless.
He just needs some community. He doesn't have any friends.
understand what I'm
He just needs some help.
Yeah, I like
He
the
needs some
idea that
friends.
he's like going through financial hardship. I think that's kind of an interesting thing that normally.
I think
But I wish he wasn't so Sasuke about it. If that makes
I
sense.
think that he has a lot of emotions that he needs to express, but they can't get past those bangs of his. They're being stifled.
I want this little guy.
Hoot
Hoot Hoot, yeah.
it's.
Oh yeah, Hoot Hoot. That's Gen 2.
Can
Yeah.
I catch him on this
That's
island?
like
I don't know if you can catch him here.
he's like the
but
Pidgey of Gen 2, or maybe
Or
the Spearow of Gen
in
2.
Ultra Moon?
I don't know, but you might be able to catch.
I think he only comes out at night, which with when we play these games usually isn't a
It's
big
only
deal.
at night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty much only at night.
Because it's
But
Ultra Moon.
Hoot Hoot
Well, that
is
and-
another Pokemon that it's cute and it evolves into something cool. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll like it because you prefer the
Noctowl.
cute side.
Yeah, you do prefer.
Yeah,
the
but I
cute
can
side.
always catch a second one. That's
Yeah.
what I did
So long
with...
as you possess a cute
That's
Pokemon,
what I did
you're fine
with
it.
Cubone, right?
That's
so
true.
like the one I named Cubert is the one that we're working to evolve. But I have
That is
another
true.
Cubone that I haven't named that's just going to always stay Cubone.
Well,
We did.
I didn't
just
know what it was
kidding.
going to evolve into.
We didn't know what it was going to
Ooh,
evolve
Do you hear that?
into.
She puts her hips into everything she's got, and they don't lie.
You're the worst.
She said it.
You are
Yeah.
the worst.
I mean,
Not to. So that's
do
another.
you guys
Gen 2
not work
Pokemon.
on your golf swing out in the parking lot in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
I mean, I do,
Don't like.
especially when I'm on
not to
vacation.
At all.
I think it's psychic flying or it's evolution.
Yeah, we
It's
talked
psychic
about this
flying.
being the, or at least its evolution form being like
Inspired by
the
the
totem,
totems,
totem
yeah,
pole
the-
Pokemon. I think I talked about missing no, and you're like, but it's not a Pokemon. I'm like, I know that, but it looks like a totem pole.
Yeah.
I,
But yeah, so you didn't really play around with Feebas because Feebas isn't that strong, but
No.
Bardock
Right.
helped us evolve
Thank you,
Feebas into
Bardock.
Milotic.
thank
Yes.
you. Love this Pokemon.
And
Eyebrows are
Milotic
super
is a
awesome on this
very
Pokemon.
pretty.
Beast.
It
Yeah.
is a lovely Pokemon.
It is. super cool.
It's a bulky water type. So we were talking about stats in the last episode. I think Milotic, if we look, it has pretty good health and pretty good defenses and not terrible
She's
attack.
not happy. Look
Yeah.
at that resting
No.
bitch
Yeah.
face. She's just like, yeah, I don't like it.
That she reminds me. We never found the story of the golfer who randomly visited us when we got the Flyanium Z. Did we? Like she just came over and he was like, "Oh, you got that stone," and then she left, and we never found her name.
I don't remember this person.
I don't remember that
We
either.
were in 10 Carat Hill.
Yeah.
We climbed to the top of the cave in the hill. Oh yeah, this
Oh,
guy.
Yeah.
this guy.
You
We need to
couldn't
go
get
back
him.
and get him.
We had to run him down. I'm pretty sure.
Well, we
Yeah.
tried getting him with. Well, no.
Oh, you
we
had- you
got
got
him.
yours.
We battled.
Yeah.
That happens in the
and
next episode. They don't know about it yet.
Oh shit!
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
Future vision.
It didn't go well.
My psychic abilities tell me that we will find him again.
Yes. Premonition. Hannah, you've done fucked up.
MC remake.
Oh,
I know
right,
you're
yeah.
not a huge fan of it, Nate. I watched a chunk of it. Say what you will, visually it is a very beautiful.
Oh yeah,
game.
no, okay. So here's my deal. I am fully able to admit that mechanically, it's a great game. I'm sure it has a great game
Diglett.
feel, all that stuff.
You already got one, I
And even the visuals, I'm like, all right, they made a choice, they went with it, whatever. But they pissed off the fan base, and they didn't give a shit that they pissed off the fan base. There might
Right.
be some other stuff behind the scenes. Maybe they were bound up by the actual like higher up top brass that says, no, we want to do it differently, and that's whatever. But you don't attack your fan base, and you certainly don't need to put stuff in that says fuck the old guard, you know. So I'm just.
There he goes.
No, I'm against stuff like that. You don't alienate the people who make this name worth checking out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know any of that stuff. I kind of do want to play the game now.
I don't know. I boycott it on principle, and I know that that's like, I don't know.
Oh, I think this is where we found out
makes me
that
like a
Route
game
8
bigot or something,
connects
but-
to Route 5, so
Yeah.
we've kind of gone in a loop. Game Freak, the makers of Pokemon, did send out a tweet of
Oh yeah, gonna be a
a
big
Pokemon
year.
something that said Pokemon fans should expect a big surprise in 2019.
Yeah, so we got that to look forward
Yeah,
to, whatever that might be.
Yeah,
Oh, look, I get to battle
It's gonna be their main.
preschooler.
It's gonna be their next main title
Yeah.
installment. It's
curb
gonna be,
stomp this little kid.
Yeah, it's gonna be Pokemon Round
Youngster.
and Pokemon Square or some shit like.
Caleb.
Yeah,
Charge-a-bug.
So what type is Charjabug?
battery.
Bug electric.
Nice. And what type is Ugly Duckling?
I think it's a D battery.
Water.
Yep. So what do you want to do?
I switch out.
Yes. What's the best choice out of what you got? Quick, before you make the decision.
Yeah,
Cubert.
you gotta race yourself, Hannah. You gotta race yourself. There you go. Yeah,
go
it's
with
almost like you
Cubert.
knew what you were gonna
Yeah.
do
Because
beforehand.
his ground
And ground
You're
is
so in sync with yourself.
is unaffected by electric.
exactly.
Yeah.
Use that bone meringue.
I think this is where we test it out. I think.
Yeah. So okay, so let's see. It
Yeah,
does.
it does. We're like, oh, nothing. But then it does two. It's guaranteed to do
hits
two, so
two.
that's decent, actually.
But I think we end
It
up
does it
using a
installments.
different. I think we try using a different move
So-
besides bone.
Well, I
meringue.
wonder if it would work
That
well
worked a
with
little better.
stuff that helps you crit more.
Probably.
my question is, what's the point of breaking it up like that? And is it like, is it
'Cause
the chance for-
acrobatics
to
is
crit each
harmful.
time? Yeah, acrobatics is fucking nuts.
I don't know if
He
I
goes
have
full
that.
DBZ mode on that.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that move yet for my Charge-a-Bug.
I think
No.
you do.
Do you?
Which
Do I?
gives me a hint about what Charjabug
Oh,
evolves
wait.
into, because acrobatics is a flying move.
Yeah.
So I think Charjabug is like the Caterpie of this.
I could be
region?
very wrong on this, but I believe that he was trying to learn it and we accidentally didn't.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
Because Charjabug is past level 20 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say our charge, it's higher than this. But I want to say that we accidentally didn't learn it. We pressed the wrong button.
That's-
And by we, I mean you.
Me. Yeah. That sounds about right.
It's Bush League mistake, Hannah.
I just want.
happens.
I want like a rock.
Like and rock.
Like and
Like
rock.
and rock. Love
I want one of his attack moves to just be like a werewolf. Like he just goes for the kill and goes savage
Yeah.
on anyone.
True, full berserker mode.
Yeah.
And he might learn Rage.
So that brings me up to the biggest debate ever. For you guys personally, vampire or werewolf?
My family's very hairy to start out with, so I have a natural affinity with werewolves.
Mm-hmm. Hannah, how about you?
I'd go with werewolf.
I also identify as
So okay,
werewolf.
so we were trying to figure out how to get to that golden Pokeball.
Yeah.
I think you saw there was that patch of grass that you didn't go through.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should have gone through it to get to that golden.
Yeah.
Which is so they said there's 3 captain trials. We're on the 3rd captain trial, but if you notice we've stayed on the north side of the island.
Mm-hmm.
There's still those 2 regions on the south side that we haven't gone to, which is interesting to me. I wonder what ends up being over there.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
I've always wanted to. This is a completely inappropriate pipe dream for me to have,
What a
but
fucking Pokemon. No, I get you.
yeah, we all
Okay.
have needs. Okay, I'm just yeah.
Oh God!
Oh,
I remember.
The
Nate,
trailer?
remember your thought.
Okay, I've got it. What do you guys want to talk about here?
This is Jurassic Park, Nate. He's sparing no expense.
Oh God, that's right.
Welcome,
That is right. I forgot about this.
my dear Dr. Sadler.
I've
my
decided
Dr.
not
Grant.
to endorse your park. Oh, the sticker. Yeah. Even now I get excited. I know we find it and I can't remember. Anyway, no. I don't know. I'd be curious to see a Pokemon poaching game.
oh
Where
my
you play as like
gosh.
Team Rocket.
Yeah, like you play as the bad guys,
That's
but you're
horrifying.
like, I'm just saying.
So actually, you say that. I'm pretty sure Pokemon Gale of Darkness was that game.
Is it?
You played as.
But that didn't get good reviews, or it wasn't very popular, as far as I know. At least I don't recall.
Never
I don't
played it.
I don't.
think
I don't
was
see
a
it in the meta very much.
It was a sequel to Pokemon Coliseum.
Or maybe it was another standoff game like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just wondering. Because like they always, so that because the reason why I bring it up.
it's a little.
That's right. It's Littlefoot.
dino.
Yeah.
I even say it. Yeah, I say it
Okay,
here. It's
so
Littlefoot.
the thing to note about most of the dinosaur Pokemon, Hannah, is almost all of them I think are part rock.
Yes, because
Okay.
they are fossils.
Yeah,
They may not have been
normal.
normal. Yeah, they may not have been initially rock, but they are now.
That's
So
cute.
this guy is probably rock something. I
Rock
don't know.
fighting.
Rock dragon or.
Rock dragon. Rock normal.
Yeah.
But I got excited here because that means that we could potentially get a Tyrunt, which I love Tyrunt.
Yeah, I've never seen that. That's from a generation I didn't play. I think.
Gen Y and Gen X.
For me, I think Hannah, every game, I think every game introduces a new like Pokemon fossil, and if you get the fossil and you take it to a mad scientist,
Yeah.
he'll turn it into a Pokemon for you.
Yeah.
So
So
the
pick
first
one of the two.
generation had 3:
Yeah, Ammonite.
Ammonite, Kabuto, and Aerodactyl.
Yeah,
So that's from Gen 1.
that's Ammonite.
Yeah.
Gen 2 may not have introduced any new ones.
I want to say there was, but I haven't. For the life of me, I don't remember what it was.
Gen 3 introduced 2 new ones. I think one was like a weird silverfish looking one.
Okay. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Gen 4
Everyone's
introduced
favorite.
fuck.
I think I hate those.
Paracelo oh god. The dome-headed one. Paracelo I used to know
Take your
this.
time. Take your time. Sound it out.
Use your
Thank
words,
you.
Cameron.
But yeah, so here your water type move is super effective against Ammonite because it's rock.
Yeah.
But Ammonite also resists water because it is water itself.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
just
why you're only
weird
doing normal
breaking
damage.
Water
yeah,
rock?
breaking even. Yeah, it's really weird to have conflicting types like that.
Yeah.
But I guess it doubles down on their weaknesses too. Like it's.
I guess I'm just surprised.
No, I'm thinking of the wrong Pokemon.
How do
Oh,
they
okay.
keep
Or wrong
creating
dinosaur.
Pokemon?
Oh right, you crack those
Like-
glasses. Yeah, yeah.
What do you
oh
mean?
yeah, and the scientist's name is Tyrone. Cameron.
There's just so
Yeah.
many. There are literally hundreds of Pokemon. Like, how do you just keep creating more? How do you not run out of
Pachycephalosaurus.
ideas?
There's a
Pachycephalosaurus.
Pachycephalosaurus. Sorry.
No.
Okay, what were you talking about?
Nothing.
No. Where the game designers come up with new Pokemon?
Yeah. How do they not run out of ideas?
I think it's
They
mostly
do. They made
inspiration
one
from
based on a keychain
artists
and a
Like-
chandelier. They do run out of ideas.
like an artist comes up with designs and they bring in new artists into the team to help them come up with new designs.
Well, some of like the architecture of a new generation is already laid out. Like there's always a Pidgey and Spearow equivalent.
Yeah.
There's
And-
always like
and some of the Pokemon from the newer generations were actually created in Gen 1. They just didn't make it into the first game.
yeah. There's a couple of videos
Got
on
it.
YouTube you can check out that talk about which ones made it and which ones didn't, and
Yep.
which ones still haven't made it in.
Yeah.
And I've seen some of their designs. I really wish they should. They would bring those in. It's really good. There's a couple on there that I'm just waiting. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. One day. But I won't go into it. Oh right, we're petting his skull.
Yeah.
Which
what
I'm
he
like, I
likes.
think I make it like, how can he feel that?
Yeah.
Wearing a helmet,
Well,
wearing his mom's helmet.
yeah. His mom has a helmet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, that's not us, Hannah. That is the
That is the
game.
design
No,
choice
I
they
know.
made.
That's awful.
Yeah. Of course, there's also like speculation of what it actually is. Like,
Yeah.
We talk about it like he's a baby Kangaskhan that never got nurtured into being a full-grown adult.
Which you haven't seen Kangaskhan yet. Kangaskhan's
No, I
a pretty
haven't.
cool Pokemon.
It is. It's a
Especially
tank.
its Mega Evolution might be one of my favorites. Mega Kangaskhan, where the baby hops out
Yeah.
and it basically gives you 2 attacks.
Yeah.
I think it's super strong. I'm pretty sure it got banned from OU for a while in Smogon.
Let's see.
And I love your painting. Okay, so I talked about this before. I thought it's the back of its back fur.
Yeah, that it was his full
I
tail.
thought that was its tail
But it's-
curling
yeah.
up behind it.
But
this
it's
whole
just
time.
it's just a weird back hair cowlick going
Yeah.
on.
What do you call that? Pompadour? A pompadour?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
but
that's
it's like
right.
I think Pompadours flip the other way, but I don't know.
You're right. It flips the other way, but like
Yeah.
that's
It's
the
the same
type
kind
of
of-
thing
yeah.
I was thinking of.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna call this an episode here.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Thanks,
Yep. Let us know if
everyone.
you like this new format, even
Yep.
though we
Yeah.
totally did it on accident.
Yep.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Have a good one.
Bye.